Okay, so today I wanted to talk about an ingredient to developing the mind training that for myself, I sort of assume it and don't talk about it as much, but over the years here and before that, knowing Venerable Chitran, it's certainly been one of the most important things, and that is the whole need for solitude, silence, slowing down, unpacking the mind. Maybe I'm thinking about this because we're not too far away from headed into our winter retreat. And one of the most wonderful things that happens there is some extended silence. And what of course happens then is you actually get to see what's going on in your mind. It's quite difficult to cut out all the input that there is in the world. I even notice it the few times I'll drive down to town, and this is a quiet little town, like 2,000 people. But I'll turn on NPR for a little bit to get my shot of the news for the week. And then it's all these other things start coming in with it. It's like there's the news, but then there's the little music in between the news. And then there's, you know, some kind of, even though it's public radio, there's things that now sound like ads. And then you're driving, and pretty soon you're seeing billboards, and then you're seeing a lot of advertising, and then you're seeing a lot of busyness. So I'm sure we notice it more because we live here without a TV on, without radio. We are on our computers to serve the Abbey. And then we check out the news every so often, but we have limited times to do that. And it's just, I know that people outside of here are literally bombarded every day. I forget what the statistics are, but it's some huge amounts of ads that we can't even not engage in. Even if you're just driving to work and you're saying, I'm not engaging in ads, you have to block them out if they're sitting there on billboards or those electronic billboards or the car next to you. In summer, you've got the windows open. So there's always some kind of effort to try and make this solitude. So I guess what I'm saying is just to encourage each and every person, whether you live in a monastery or wherever you live, at home, it's so important, some part of each day, to get into a quiet room, to as quiet as you can, depending on your neighborhood, and to really just sit there and to see what's going on in the mind. Because mind training requires us to know what's happening in the mind. So if something's always going in and always coming out, it's like a very messy room, and you can't really even see what all is in there. So it's very, very important to get that. And whenever I talk about this, I always think of a quote by Thich Nhat Hanh that I bumped into years ago and has stuck in my mind. And I think it was before I wasn't even studying Buddhism so much, but someone gave me one of his little short paperbacks, and he said, watch out who colonizes your mind. And that word colonized really, because I was such an activist, it really caught me, and I thought, yeah, who do I let in here? You know, who do I let into my mind to just put anything they want in there? You know, articles, ads, news, movies, you know, conversations. And to start really realizing how precious our minds are, how important it is to get quiet time and slow down, how important it is to practicing the path, that we clean the closets out in a way. Venerable Yeshe would love this. She's cleaning out our closets, so maybe that's helping me think about it too. We really have to get all the way back to the wall and see what's there and then get it in some order. And we can't do that without some silence, some quiet, some peaceful time. So I hope you get some every day.